Now tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about Amazon advertising on our sites that we have built. Now, for those of you that have perhaps not already gotten signed up with Amazon or gotten your API keys that you will need for all my plugins that we will be using this evening, the first chapter in tonight's guidebook is devoted to walking you through the account creation process and also getting those API keys ready. So that particular portion of this one class I will not actually be going over in the live class today, but if you guys do happen to have any questions about that process, please feel free to let me know. It should be fairly straightforward though. I've laid it out using pictures for each step of the process that you need to proceed through, and ultimately you just need to have your Amazon affiliate ID and then your access key ID and your secret access key. And we will be using these this evening as we go through and set up the different plugins so we can get some advertising loaded up on the site and get it to start earning some commissions for us. Now, the first plugin that I'm going to be talking to you guys about tonight is all about Amazon advertising and teaching you guys how to use the plugins that you received as part of this particular training course. And the first one is Product Style. It's kind of my flagship plugin, so to speak. I first created it back in 2010 and basically modeled the advertisements that it creates after the advertisements that I was already manually creating on my own Amazon affiliate sites. And as I started to share some of those sites with other like-minded marketers, they're just like, you need to make this available to others. Or really they started asking, hey, what plugin did I use to make that ad? And I'm just like, well, it's not a plugin. Well, eventually it became a plugin, and even though I made this back in 2010, it's been updated on a fairly regular basis since then, and I even still have plans to continue to update this plugin to not only keep it up to date and functioning with new changes with WordPress, but also to even add new features to it. The whole purpose of Product Style is to kind of be the basis of the advertising on your Amazon affiliate sites, because Product Style can create standard advertisements for you which just promote one particular product, or that it can create comparison charts that could feature numerous products, really as many as you would like to try to cram all into one single comparison chart. Sometimes a little bit less actually looks better with those things. But for tonight's purposes, I will be getting all these different plugins installed on this site and showing you guys how to actually go about doing that and get them set up and running. And then I will also show you exactly how to use them in maybe not necessarily every possible situation, because my plugins can really do quite a bit of different things. So it's all in how you like to use it, really. If you like an advertisement that's faster to create and just uses some automated content, Product Style can do that. If you want to completely customize everything in your advertisement down to every single word that's included in it, Product Style can allow you to do that as well. So if there's something particular that you're looking for this plugin to do, I would really recommend that you go through the guidebook for it. It is quite extensive, but it details pretty much every feature that is available in it. So at least tonight I'm going to be walking you guys through not necessarily everything that these plugins can do, but at least the primary things that they can do, the most common things that you guys will be using these plugins for on your own sites too. So to start with, I am going to go in to my plugins here and go to Add New, and I just want to upload a plugin. Now, using your download links that you've been provided by me for these different plugins, just go and download the zip file straight from my server. You don't have to do anything with that zip file. You don't have to actually decompress it. All you have to do is just save it to your computer, and then you come over here into WordPress and directly upload that zip file straight through the interface here, and it takes care of everything else for you. So all you have to do is click on this browse button here, and I have a ton of files in here. I'm going to have to try to what do I do with my window? I'm going to have to try to find the particular file that I need. Give me just 1 second here, guys. Now, I wanted to at least walk you through this particular process. One time, I've gone ahead and actually uploaded each of the different plugins to this site already, with the exception of product style, just to show you exactly how this works here. So once you have your zip file found and selected, all you have to do is click on the Install Now button, and then WordPress basically takes care of the rest for you. So all you're really waiting for here is for it to get this installation completed. I think it's running a little slow at the moment, probably because I'm running the webinar at the same time, but it'll install the plugin. All you have to do is then click on the Activate link, and everything is set up and running on your site. Once this is done, product style will then show up over here in the left-hand sidebar after this page completes loading here. And then I will proceed with showing you guys how to go through this particular setup process on this plugin. Now, this is a little bit different if you've used other WordPress plugins released by other developers before. You will probably notice that mine are a little different. I don't really like to follow the normal way of doing things, so to speak. I created my plugins in a way that I thought would work best for the people that are using them. And early on, at least, one of the biggest issues that I had was customers perhaps not knowing exactly how to get a plugin set up properly in terms of providing all the necessary settings and everything up to the point where they could actually begin to create the advertisements and put them on their live website. So what I did was took all of the necessary steps involved with getting my plugins set up and actually running on the site, and I compiled all of that into a setup process. So you are actually forced to go through this setup process when you first activate a plugin before you can actually use it. And this simply ensures that once you get through the setup process that the plugin will be ready to run. That way you won't have to worry about whether you've missed a particular setting or not, for example. I'm not quite sure why that's taken so long over here. I'm going to try to get this page refreshed. It's a little abnormal. I was just on this. This is actually a shared server here that this particular website is on. But I was just using it right before the webinar began, and everything seemed to be working good. So I'm not quite sure what the holdup here is. Site seems to be loading fine. Here we go. Okay. Once you have product style installed and activated, you can see it showing up in the sidebar for you here, and simply by clicking on it, it then takes you to the setup process that I was just talking to you about. Now, all you have to do is just read through the questions that are presented to you here and simply provide answers for them. To start with, you have to tell it which affiliate network you want it to use. Now, this plugin is intended for Amazon. You can automatically create Amazon advertisements with it, but it can actually support ClickBank, Commission Junction, or really any other type of affiliate network, or even your own personal ads, for example, could be used with product style. It gets a little more complicated, I guess, once you get out of the Amazon advertisements, because they're done in a different manner. They're slightly customized. You might need to know a little bit of HTML coding to pull those off, but it is possible, at least. So if you ever want to be able to integrate some ads from other networks into your sites at a later point in time, at least, you can do that with product style. But you don't have to necessarily make a commitment up front right now and say, hey, I want to be using ClickBank or whatever. Just answer Amazon for right now, and this will ensure that all the settings get set up in this plugin that we will need to actually create these Amazon advertisements. So once we have selected Amazon and we proceed through this setup process, we have an Amazon setup that we now have to walk through, and this will get everything set up so the plugin can create Amazon advertisements for us. Now, to begin with, you simply have to tell the plugin whether you want to be using one or multiple Amazon affiliate locales. If you're just using Amazon.com, you would only select use one Amazon affiliate site for this particular step. If you have multiple locales, then choose the other one, and you will have to provide the affiliate IDs for each of the different Amazon locales that you wish to use, because product style can actually automatically deliver advertisements based on where your website visitors live. So it could show Amazon.com ads to the people that live in the US, and people that live in England, it could show them Amazon.co.uk ads, for example. For the purposes of this tutorial, to keep things a little short, because I do have quite a bit to cover tonight, I'm just going to go ahead and set this up to use one Amazon affiliate site, Amazon.com. So I simply select the site that I wish to use, and now all I have to do is just provide my associate ID for Amazon.com. Finally here, I have my API keys. You remember me talking about these API keys before. If you need to get these for your own account, just take a look at tonight's guidebook, and it will walk you through how you can obtain these. The API keys, just in case perhaps you don't know what they are, Amazon has this automated system where scripts can talk to it to pull product information, pictures, links, allows you to search through the products, all this directly through software that's off of the Amazon website, like through a WordPress plugin. So this plugin uses that API system to be able to fetch the Amazon product information. Now, the next step here, step 5, what kind of Amazon affiliate links do you want to use on your site? there's a couple different options here. You have direct standard affiliate links. This is where somebody will click on the affiliate link and it takes them to the Amazon product page so they can view more information about it or go on and complete their purchase. The other options here, both of these options are shopping cart link options. One uses an on-site cart, which would be in a little sidebar widget on your site. So when people click on a product on your site, it will add it to the on-site shopping cart, and then people would have to click on the checkout button on that sidebar widget to be able to proceed to Amazon. And then the direct links here is still the same as the shopping cart, but there's no shopping cart itself. You just go straight from your website to adding products to the Amazon shopping cart. But I actually like to use shopping cart links on a lot of my sites, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using direct affiliate links. And the reason why I'm actually doing this is because I will also be using another plugin of mine called Azon, and Azon will actually allow me to use these shopping cart links. But the reason why I want to use Azon for the shopping cart links and not product style itself is because with these settings, it would only affect product style links, while Azon can convert product style links and links from other plugins, even plugins of mine, like another one I'll be showing you tonight, Azon, for example. So I'll get along to explaining that in a little bit more detail once I actually get to those particular plugins. Let's see, Stan. Amazon said I had to have a completed site for them to review before I get an account. Can I set up the plugin without the keys? I mean, you can, Stan. You can set up the plugins and just leave those keys blank and go back in at a later point in time and provide those keys, but ultimately the plugin won't really be able to do too much for you without those keys, because it won't be able to like search for Amazon products and actually create the advertisements and make working affiliate links for you and things of that nature. That would kind of apply with all of my plugins, so I would at least recommend to try to get your site completed, which is another reason why I leave this advertising step until after these sites are built, because at this point in the series, at least if you have built a site up to the point where my site has been constructed, then you would have a completed site that you could then submit to Amazon. And a lot of times, like once you go through and create your account and actually get everything set up, they'll still give you access to your account right away, unless they happen to have changed something as far as that goes. But they should give you instant access to your account, and essentially you're waiting on their approval to basically be able to get paid from that account. But they will let you go ahead and start promoting, and you should be able to create API keys in that circumstance. As long as you can get into your affiliate account, then you should be able to proceed with creating those keys. But no, unfortunately, you won't be able to use the plugins until you have those keys, or at least use them completely. After this fifth step here, the setup is complete for Amazon with this particular plugin. If you see further down here, all these different links are actually to videos that are on my YouTube account. And while I believe most of these videos are a little on the older side, they're all still very relevant and can teach you about the different areas that this plugin is really designed to handle. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and go to this Auto Amazon page. Once this plugin is set up, you can see that I have a bunch of different links available to me. These links are also available across the top of the page here as long as I am on one of these particular pages for the plugin. So what I'm looking to do here on this Auto Amazon page is to search for products, and then I can create advertisements from those products, and I can pull that information directly from Amazon. So I'm actually going to search for Pins-On Down Comforter here. Pins-On is one of the brands that I will be promoting on this particular site. So I know that I'm going to need two actually advertisements for Pins-On comforters that I can place on this particular site. So after I type in my search keywords, there are some other options available to me here if I needed to try to refine my results a little bit, but I can just go ahead and proceed with only a search keyword if I want to. Since I know there won't be a lot of results for this particular search, I'm not too horribly worried about providing any additional options or filters up there. Now, as you can see, all the results that are found are listed down below here. I have the image and the title to go along with it. If I happen to want to go and check out the product on Amazon itself, I could do that through this link right here. This product page link takes me directly to Amazon. I can find out what category it's in, the sales rank, price, review ratings, just to kind of give myself a general indication of whether I might want to promote something or not based on this basic information here. Now, there are sometimes more pages. Just look for the buttons down here if you need to continue scrolling through additional pages until you find the product that you want to use to create an advertisement. So these top two products right here are actually the ones that I want to be using to create advertisements for. So I'm just going to start off by clicking on one. All I did here was click on the title. I could click on the title, or I could even click on the image for the product right here. And this opens up this window for me, which is actually a pretty long window. Contains a lot of different information. So I'm going to walk you through this information and teach you exactly how to use this. Now, up at the top here, we have an overview of the product. It's basically just the product description shown to you with, HTML formatting and everything, and a picture of the product and the title. Below that, we have some additional product information, the ASIN, sales rank, price, reviews, and then down below here we have plugin category selection. This is actually the first part of this window that you really need to look for when you are trying to create a product advertisement, because this is where everything kind of gets started at. Now, these categories right here, very important to remember, these are not WordPress categories. These are categories that are used within just this one particular plugin, and these categories are used to group similar types of products together. And the reason why these categories even exist, the whole reason why you would want to sort products into categories, is because of the product information down here. Now, for this particular product, for example, I'm going to go ahead and start out by creating a new category. So all I'm going to do is click on the new category button, and then I will simply type in the name of my category. So I'll call this comforters. and then I click on the Save button, and my category is automatically placed in this drop-down box and selected for me. So if I had already created a category, I could have come in here and simply selected the category that I wanted to use. Now you'll see why this all becomes important here in just a few minutes. The next thing that I need to do, I have all of this product information. This is all of the information that Amazon provides through their API system about this particular product. You can see down here at the bottom the product summary. It's actually quite a bit of information. This is actually the HTML display of the description right here at the top of this page. I can include that in my advertisement if I wanted to, although honestly that's a little bit much in the way of content. Other things here like the product review rating or the price, whether it's eligible for free shipping. Whatever you decide that you want to show along with your product and with your advertisement, then you simply select that information here and it will automatically assign it to the advertisement that we're going to create. Now I'm going to go ahead and select rating and sale price and also the product summary right here. Now as you can see, I grabbed onto the product summary and I drug it up here to place it in a new position. This simply goes to show you that you can sort the product information that you have selected to change the order that it gets displayed in the live advertisement. Now, in addition to that, the information that's here, it can be edited if you want to. For example, if I didn't want the price to say sale price, if I only wanted it to just say price, I could simply remove the sale price part of the word and just leave price there. Here, if I wanted to change product summary just to summary perhaps, or even something completely different like description, I could do that as well. And over here on the left, for this particular product, since there is so much product information here, I can actually remove some of that information to make this advertisement a little bit smaller. Now, the next thing here is these ad creation options. Once you have all of your product information selected, rearranged, edited how you want to, come down here to the ad creation options to get everything finalized before you actually go and create this advertisement. Now to start with, we have these three text boxes right here. One here, and another one right here, and another one right here. These are all populated with the same information initially. This is actually the title of the product. Now, this top text box right here, this is just the ad name. This is for your own reference so you can identify the advertisement in this plugin. So you can make this say whatever you want it to as long as it will, help you to recognize that particular advertisement. Beyond that, these other two text boxes, these actually get displayed on the live advertisement, assuming that you select an ad style that actually shows this information. So the link anchor text, this would be used for anytime a plain text link is created in the advertisement. The header title would be across the top of the advertisement, at least in most cases. Well, in some circumstances, you may want to just leave this information as it is. Sometimes Amazon provides a really long title for a particular product, and you might actually have a need to try to shorten it a little bit. So one thing that I could do is, just come in here and delete some of these additional words that maybe don't necessarily affect the meaning too horribly much. Just for the link anchor text, for example, and then I could still leave the full title in the header title right here. Now, beyond these three text boxes, all of these other settings right here help to control the way the ad is actually displayed on your site. Right here we have this ad style. This actually controls the overall design of your advertisement. Next we have the ad type. You can choose whether it's going to be image and text links, or just an image, or just text. This enhanced option is available here, but this enhanced option will not use product information right here. It really won't create a standard advertisement. It creates an Amazon iframe advertisement. So I really don't recommend using that enhanced option. I actually recommend just sticking with the image and text that will be selected by default. Now, next here we have an image size. There are 3 different image sizes that you can select to go with this particular advertisement. Next we have the Amazon preview. This uses the Amazon preview feature. If you're not familiar with what that is, whenever you hover over an Amazon affiliate link, it will actually pop up this little tooltip window right around your mouse that will show you additional information about the product. Sometimes, it can be handy to use. Actually leave it turned off personally a lot of the times. The next option here, open links in new window. I always leave this set to yes. So when they click on the advertisement, they're taken to Amazon, but not by actually leaving your website. They still keep your website open in one window and are taken to Amazon in another. Now, the last thing here is show special button. There are a couple different buttons that you can have automatically be displayed. Read reviews, more info, or a buy now button. So after you have all of your selections made for this advertisement, you can come down here and simply click on the preview ad button and actually see what this ad will look like on the live site. So as you can see right here, this is what would be created off of this particular advertisement that I have set up here. If I didn't like the way it looked, I could come up here and make some adjustments to it. For example, select a different ad style just so you can see that it changes, the look of the advertisement drastically if you select a different ad style in a lot of cases. So, play around with them and find which one you like better, or you can even create your own through the style system in this plugin. Now, once you're happy with your ad, come down here and just click on the Create Product Ad button. And then you can see right here on this yellow box that the ad was created successfully. Now, once this is done, I could simply proceed and place this advertisement on a page on my live website. It's all ready to go at this point. But I actually wanted to walk you through the creation of 2 more advertisements here real quick, just to show you a little bit more about how the system works and why we just did half of the stuff that we just did for that previous advertisement. Now, this time I'm going to go into the next down comforter that I need to create an advertisement for. This one's very, very similar to the previous one. It's about half the price though. The filling is different. So this is definitely something that I need to make sure I have an ad for on my site. Now, I could go through and create a new category and manually select all this product information and come back down here and manually select all these different options that I had selected previously, Or what I can do now is simply select an existing category that I've already used to create my own product advertisement. Now, let me scroll down just a little bit more so you can actually see all this happen. Note right here in the product information, nothing is selected, everything is in its original position. As soon as I select an existing category, then it will actually change everything for me. It has automatically selected my product information and even put it back in the same order that I set it to be ordered in. Now, another thing that you may notice is the fields right here. You remember how I changed this from sale price to price and changed this from product summary to description? The product information and the category selection remembers those changes as well. Anything in the left-hand column that is edited, it will remember those changes for you. It can't remember the changes that you make in the right-hand column because this information simply varies from one product to the next. So what I'm going to do here is actually need to remove a little bit of this product information because as you can see there's quite a bit of it included with this product as well. So I'm going to wipe out a decent amount of it but still leave enough to actually be able to fill up my advertisement. Now the other thing down here in all these ad creation options, the style, the ad type, the image size, the Amazon preview, links opening in a new window, and also the special button selection. Every selection down here in the ad creation options except for the 3 custom text boxes right here. These were all recalled for me automatically based on my category selection. And this is, of course, based on how I created that very first product in this particular category. Now, actually, it's not the first product that you create in a category that causes these memory selections to change. It's actually the last product in a category. So if you ever decided that you needed to make an adjustment to this, or perhaps you made a mistake, you could then make an adjustment and save a product a second time under a category here, and it would then update any additional changes that you had made in terms of the options and the product information selected. So this time around, all I really have to worry about doing now is come down here and edit my text. Everything else is selected for me. All I had to do was remove some of the description here because there was a lot of it, and edit the text down here to my liking. And this advertisement is completely ready to go and looks just like the previous one that I had made. So everything's going to maintain the same style and design look throughout my entire website. And I can continue to go on and create advertisements like this now with ease instead of having to actually go through and set all of those different options one by one. Now, the last thing that I want to show you here, just so you can see exactly how easy this can kind of become, I'm just going to select one more comforter here. But this time, instead of clicking on it, I'm just going to click on the checkbox next to it. And then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here to this drop-down box. You can see this drop-down box is populated with the different categories that I've created. So now I can select the comforters category and simply click on the Quick Add button right here with an advertisement selected. You can actually select this entire page worth of advertisements and then click on the button if you want. And it will create those ads automatically for you. But the important part to remember here is these aren't necessarily automated advertisements anymore. These are advertisements based on that first design that you assigned to the advertisement when you first created a product ad in this particular category. So I'm going to go and take a quick look at this Pacific Coast Comforter advertisement that I've created now. You can see quick ad complete. One ad has been created. So I'm going to go to this ads page right here. I've opened this up in a different window over here. You can see the 3 ads that I have already created are in the system here. I could go through and edit these ads if I wanted to change something about them. If I wanted to simply see how they look, I have a preview button right here, or I can delete these ads if I needed to. So just to make sure this ad checks out okay, I can click on the preview button for it, and I can see how this ad was created for me, completely automated. All I had to do was click one checkbox and click on one button, and it created this advertisement for me. But it did it in the way that I had created these previous advertisements. So everything will end up having a uniform look to them. Now, just to show you really quickly before I proceed here, I'm going to jump over to the styles page. You have all these different styles that you can use in this plugin. There are default styles that are already built in. You can edit these styles if you want to change something about them. You could also copy these styles to a new style and then edit that new style so you leave these original ones intact. You can also create styles completely from scratch. And what you're doing here when you are creating or editing these styles is simply providing the information that controls the design for this ad style. There's a whole bunch of different options. They're all arranged and sorted for you. You have border sizes and colors, background colors, so on and so forth. Down at the bottom here, you have a lot of different ad display settings that can actually change the way the ad looks or what kind of information is shown with the ad and in what parts of the advertisement. So to kind of get familiar with this, I'd really recommend editing some of the existing styles, maybe copying them if you want to play around with them so you can change some things and see exactly what everything is doing here. But in terms of editing like colors here, you don't have to know these actual color codes to be able to set the colors for your styles. All you have to do is click on the color wheel and you just simply select a new color that you would want to have for that particular part of the ad. And then you can come down and preview your style before you actually decide to save it in the system. Now, really important, anytime you change a style down here and you want to be able to use that style on the public website, the style has to be selected up here. And then you have to click on this Publish Styles button. Whenever you make an edit and change something in one of these styles, you need to publish it again to ensure that those changes are reflected on the ads on your live website as well. Now, if you only wanted to use one of these ad styles, you can unselect all these except for the one that you're using and just have that one particular style published. This is simply to help reduce the amount of script processing that is needed to actually pull off this whole custom style system. Before this, I feel like it kind of ran a little on the sluggish side, just trying to generate all that style information on the fly, basically every time the website was accessed. So now it just does it whenever you click this button and simply recalls that information from the database. So it makes it a lot more efficient to do it this way, even though it takes a little bit of effort on your part. So just remember to click on this button whenever you edit something that you want to reflect on your live site. Now, last thing to show you real quick here before I proceed with putting one of these advertisements on my live website is to show you quickly how you could make a comparison chart. A comparison chart is created by simply combining the product ads together that already exist in the plugin. So I just click on the Create New Chart button. I provide a name for my chart, so I could call this Comforters. Right here, Product Display, this is just like the ad type. I actually prefer to use image and text, or sometimes even just image or text only. Next, you have the style. The same way the styles alter the display of your advertisement, it also controls the way your comparison charts look. Then you have some additional options right here in terms of whether you want products to be sorted horizontally or vertically, so your products are going across the top of the comparison chart or down the sides of the comparison chart. You have this product link destination, where you can actually have a comparison chart have normal product URLs, which would mean when somebody clicks on that product in the comparison chart, it takes them to Amazon like it should. But you could also do these ad page URLs. If you go through on that ads page that I was just on and actually edit each of the advertisements, you can set an ad page URL, which is just a custom website address. So you can create a comparison chart on your own website that will link to additional pages on your website. Perhaps if you had an in-depth page on each of the products in that chart, you could then link it out to that in-depth page, and obviously that page could then link on to Amazon. So it's just a matter of how you want to use it. But I at least wanted to point that out because it's something that I've used myself in the past before. You also have special things that this comparison chart system can do. In all the product information, you can, instead of having standard text type of information, if you were creating a comparison chart for like a couple types of, a couple brands of electronics of a particular type, and you want to compare the different features of them and say whether something has it or something doesn't. Instead of just having a bunch of yeses or nos, you can actually have graphics that are checks and X's being shown in your comparison chart. So that's what this is all about right here. This will convert yeses, Ys, trues, or Ts into checks, and essentially the opposite of that into X's on the comparison chart. So it actually gives a little bit more of a professional look to it. You have special buttons just like you had with the advertisements, and then you can also choose where those special buttons are displayed. Beginning of the chart, end of the chart, or just, one of the other ones. Now, the last thing to do here is to select your product ads that you want included in this comparison chart. This works in the same way the advertisements were created, based on categories. Since your ads that are created in one particular category all share the same types of product information, then a comparison chart can be created based upon that product information. So that's another reason why that whole category system is in place with the product information selection. So this ensures that all the products that are in your comparison chart will all have the same information available to show in that comparison chart. So once you click on your category, you have the different fields that are a part of that category, and then you also have the different advertisements that you have created for that category. You can simply select or deselect different options here if you didn't want to include something. And you can also drag and drop things to change their order. Once you're satisfied with your results, you can save your chart, or you can even go ahead and preview it to see what it's going to look like on your live website. So you can see with this comparison chart, since it's using my ad style that actually puts the reviews and the prices with the text and the images here, I only really have a 2-column comparison chart, the product itself and then the description going down the right-hand column. And then obviously each of these have buy now buttons to go along with them. So you know, you can use this system to really create ads any way that you would like to. Now, the main point of teaching you guys about this particular plugin is obviously so you can create the product advertisements. So what I'm going to do now is go into a page of my site so you can see how I actually put a product style advertisement onto the live website itself. Hold on, I just thought of something real quick. I was looking to see, I think that's the most up-to-date version. I recently had to update product style to correct problem that started occurring with a recent version of WordPress. No, I've got the right one. As you can see right here, I have this PS button now right in the center of my page editor, and this also shows up in the post editor as well. So all I have to do is simply figure out where it is in my page that I want to have this advertisement. I could have it at the bottom, I could have it at the top, somewhere in the middle. It's really just kind of about what works best with your content. A lot of people like to put them at the top of the page. Obviously, they will be seen more there. But you know, it's just a matter of whether that fits with the information that you are trying to get across in each page of your content. So simply figure out where you want your ads to go, and once you have that spot figured out, just click in the text right here and then click on this product style button. This opens a window for me so I can now insert saved comparison charts into my page or saved advertisements. I want to do an advertisement, so I will click on saved ads right here. And now I can simply select the advertisement that I want to insert into this particular page. So I'm on the Pins on Primaloft page, so I want the Pins on Primaloft Down Comforter advertisement. Now, last right here, I have this special ad type. Typically, this will be left as none, the default selection right here. But if you ever wanted to create an additional link for this product in the content of your page, let's say, for example, you have a text link somewhere in your content, or not a text link, but just a little bit of content like Pins on Primaloft somewhere in the content of this page, and you want that text to be a clickable link. All you would have to do is come down here and simply click on a plain text link, and it would insert a plain text link ad into your content. However, for this particular purpose, I want the styled advertisement, so I'm going to leave this set to none and just click on insert, and it puts this shortcode into the content of my page here. Now, wherever this shortcode is, this is where my ad shows up. So if I wanted it here, I leave it here. If I wanted it further down the page, I could simply just drag and drop this to another portion of my content to have it show up somewhere differently. Thank you, Brenda. Glad you like the plugin. It can really do a lot. I hope I haven't overwhelmed or confused anybody so far. It does quite a bit of stuff. You don't have to do everything with it, but the point is that it can be used in really a ton of different situations. So it's just more or less designed to be flexible. Now, once the shortcode is in your content, all you have to do is update your page now. So I'm going to click on the update button right here, and then I can go to my live web page and see the actual advertisement on my site and ready to go. And clicking on it would then take me to the Amazon product page. Now, the next plugin that I will be showing you guys is Azon. Azon actually helps to complement product style. What I'm going to be doing here is, for this product advertisement, I want to have relational product accessories for this product to be promoted alongside of it. And I'm actually going to have this showing up in the sidebar here to take care of some of this white space over in the side of this website. So I don't have to go through and hunt down these different accessories. All I have to do is simply use Azon and it will take care of it for me. So I already have this uploaded onto my site. All I have to do is go in and activate it, and then it shows up over here in the sidebar. Once I click on it, I am taken to the plugin setup process. This works just like the product style one did, except it's actually much shorter. First, all I have to do is provide my Amazon API keys. Once I've done that, the second step here is to select the ad placement. Now, there's a couple different options available here. There's disabled, which actually makes it so this is not automatically generating the accessory ads. It doesn't completely shut down the plugin. There's still ways to manually create accessory ads with this plugin using a button on the editor page. Once I refresh this page, there will actually be a second button here for Azon. But I'm actually going to be using one of these other options. I'm going to be using the widget option. I could have it automatically add these ads at the top or the bottom of each page of my content if I wanted to, though. But again, I'm using the widget, so I select that option, and after that, setup is complete. I don't have to actually give this plugin any more information for it to be able to work. All I have to do, since I selected the widget option, is I have to go in and actually place that widget myself where I want it to display. So over here on the widgets page, I have my primary sidebar, and then I have this Azon accessories widget. All I have to do is drag this over here, drop it in place. There's no options for the widget. Anything that controls this widget will all be available here from the Azon settings page. Just like with product style, how I had all the different styles that I could use, Azon also offers different ad styles that you could use to control the way these accessory ads get created. But for now, at least, this plugin is actually finished and done and running on my live website, even now as I speak. Flipping back over here to this page that has my Amazon advertisement, all I have to do is refresh the page here, and then you can see this box show up right here where it's searching for product accessories for me. And then once it finds accessories, it automatically displays them on my site and starts promoting them for me. So now when people click on these links, they would be taken to Amazon to complete the purchase of these accessory products. And these are obviously products that go along with this primary product here. These are actually Penzon Primaloft pillows that would go along with this particular comforter. Now, if you look at this list here, you might notice that they all kind of look to be the same. They all have 71 reviews on them, but these are actually not all going to be the same. If you hover over the text link here, they'll end up being different densities. If you look down at the end of this text, it is a medium density standard pillow. This one is a firm density standard pillow, and this is a firm density queen pillow up at the top here. Well, let's say I didn't like the fact that this thing has 3 pillows all being promoted right here, and you can't really tell the difference between one or another. So, what if I wanted to try to differentiate these pillows from one another a little bit? Well, options that I have here are to either edit the title of this product so it becomes a little bit more clear and distinguishable from each of the other accessories here, or I could simply remove this product from being shown as an accessory for this particular product. Now, something to remember here, once you click on this delete button right here, it will show you a little confirm deletion screen. Once you click on confirm deletion, that product is gone from the accessory list for this particular product forever. And as you can see, it was removed and replaced with something different. This is Penzon, I believe these are sheets, velvet flannel duvet set. So this would be a duvet set that goes along with this particular comforter. Now, again, I also mentioned that I could edit these. If I wanted to, edit the titles of these 2 particular products so they stand out a little bit, all I have to do is click on this edit link right here, and I can edit the full title. Now, even though some of it was cut off before here, if I actually save the changes of editing this full product title, then it will show the full product title down below here instead. So I don't have to actually have all of that cut off if I don't want it to be. Now, your public website visitors don't get to see this. These editing buttons right here, this is only if you are actually signed in as the administrator of your site. Let's see, Stan's asking, can you set the accessories to roll through if there was a large number of them? Actually, on this settings page right here, you can choose how many accessories are displayed in that widget. So, I have it showing 3 of them. You can actually have it show up to 9. However, on the large majority of products that are on Amazon, you're actually really only going to get 5 accessories listed with each particular product. So there's really not going to be a large number of them in pretty much any situation. There are sometimes as many as 10, but there won't ever be any more than that. So really the only way to adjust that is to change simply how many are being displayed. However, this is something that we'll be getting some updates eventually. I would like to offer some different ways that you could display those accessories, or even have a little bit more control over them. Perhaps even bring accessories back from the dead that you had deleted off of the advertisement. Now, that pretty much sums up Extendazon. Upselazon. It's really not a complicated plugin, but it can be highly, highly effective in terms of helping to bring you additional sales by simply promoting other relevant products alongside of your primary products that you're promoting. The next plugin that I would like to show you guys tonight is called Extendazon. Extendazon is my shopping cart plugin. I'm going to go ahead and get this activated on the site, and then I can proceed through the setup process just like I have done for my previous plugins. So all I need to do here is provide the API keys. And for the second step here, what kind of Amazon affiliate links do you want to use on your site? If you remember from the product style setup, when I was selecting my link type there, these two options were available in that plugin as well. Except this time there is no standard affiliate link option, because Extendazon, the whole point of it is to do this shopping cart system. So you simply choose whether to use on-site links or direct links. The on-site links will use a sidebar shopping cart widget and keep all the products contained in there that people want to purchase, and then they can proceed to check out, while the direct is more for sites that wouldn't necessarily expect for somebody to buy more than one thing at a time. If you're promoting something high dollar value, perhaps that's not going to have accessories that go along with it, or maybe you just promote a bunch of different types of products on your site that people won't buy together. Direct could make a little bit more sense, but I actually like to use the on-site links in most cases. And I'll be going on to show you exactly what this is going to do for us here. Now, setup is complete already after simply telling it what kind of links I want. Now, you might wonder, during the product style setup, I specified an Amazon affiliate ID, but I never provided one for Upselazon or even for Extendazon. That's because Upselazon and Extendazon actually work off of Amazon affiliate links that are already on your live website. And it's not even limited to product style. It can actually detect links from a whole bunch of other Amazon plugins, even plugins that I haven't developed. As long as those Amazon links are not JavaScript based or iframes or perhaps cloaked links, then these plugins can typically pick them up and work with them. So Upselazon could create accessory ads for products that were put there by other plugins, and Extendazon can integrate all these products into one single shopping cart, no matter where those links originate from. So Upselazon and Extendazon are designed to kind of help pull a bunch of different plugins in together so they can all operate seamlessly, essentially. So it actually picks up the affiliate ID off of your existing advertisements, so you never have to provide it to Extendazon. You just have to make sure that the existing Amazon links on your site, that they are using the correct affiliate ID, because Extendazon and Upsellazon will continue that affiliate ID throughout their systems. Now, once this is set up, since I'm using the on-site shopping cart links, I need to set up my widget now. So I go over here to Appearance and Widgets, and just like I did with Upsellazon here, I'm going to do the same exact thing with Extendazon. I have this Extendazon shopping cart widget. So I'm just going to grab this and pull it over here into the sidebar. And again, there's no options for this. All the options and settings that you would want to mess with can all be found on the settings page for the Extendazon plugin. Now, as this is right now, it's actually running and everything is functional on my site. Once again, there's not a lot of extra work that you really have to do as far as Extendazon is concerned. So I'm going to refresh this page here so you can see the shopping cart now showing up here in my sidebar. Now, when I click on one of these product advertisements, it doesn't take me to Amazon. It adds that product to the on-site shopping cart. Now, there's some advantages here. You know, if you're trying to get people to buy more than one thing at a time from your website, this is one possible way that you can accomplish that, because it's all contained within one spot here, and they never leave your site and go to Amazon until this checkout button is clicked right here. So somebody could continue on and add some of these accessory ads, and that would update in the shopping cart. They just got this one pillow right here and the one comforter. Well, you know, most people don't buy one pillow. They'll buy two pillows. Well, guess what? You can update the quantities in your shopping cart by simply changing the number and clicking on the update button. So now we've actually gotten somebody to add 3 different products to the shopping cart, whereas they may have only clicked on this and proceeded to Amazon to purchase it, and later realized, you know, hey, I'd like to have some matching pillows or something with it. But if they don't buy that on the same transaction, you won't get credit for it. So this is kind of what Extendazon is really all about, is helping to keep all of your purchases together so you can actually get credit for more than just a single sale off of each person. Now, the next really important part about Extendazon here is it's not all about this particular shopping cart. Once people actually click on this checkout button here in this shopping cart, they're taken to Amazon. But yes, very true, Brenda. Great way to upsell and add to your commissions. And you know, also helps to tie in the other things that the site is kind of working on as far as that goes as well. So it doesn't just leave these accessory ads on their own. So once somebody clicks on the checkout button here to proceed to Amazon, they don't go to the Amazon product page. They're taken to this Add to Shopping Cart page right here. And it lists all the different items that I had added to that shopping cart on my own website. And it even has the different quantities set for those products as well. Now, here's the key. To get an affiliate cookie set on your website visitor, they have to click this continue button right here. This actually takes them to Amazon, and these products are already added to their Amazon shopping cart. Now, I actually discovered, man, it's been probably about 2 years ago now, some wording that that Amazon used in their affiliate agreement, as far as their cookie went, they actually said that their affiliate cookie only lasts for 24 hours. So when somebody clicks on one of your Amazon links and they go to the Amazon product page, they have 24 hours to complete a purchase for that product or for any other product on Amazon for that matter. At least if you want to get credit for it. Once that 24 hours expires, that cookie disappears. Now, other things that can cause the cookie to go away is if they click on somebody else's affiliate link, or if they were to complete a purchase, then that cookie disappears. They won't give you credit for multiple purchases unless you get people to continue to click affiliate links in between each of the purchases. So the big difference here with this shopping cart system is once somebody clicks on this continue button right here, they add the products to their Amazon shopping cart, and it actually locks them into a 90-day cookie. 90 days instead of 24 hours. Major difference. So beyond the actual on-site shopping cart advantage, you get a big advantage here with the cookie lifespan, because the person is not forced to complete a purchase in 24 hours in order for you to actually get credit for it. So you can get credit for a lot more of these, more extended long-term purchases. Personally, if I were to go online and do a little bit of research about a product and eventually decide that I'm going to buy that product online, a lot of times I won't necessarily buy it right away. And I think this would likely be the case with a lot of other people out there as well. A lot of people might wait until it's payday later in the week, and when they get paid, then they'll return to Amazon and buy a product. Well, if it's more than 24 hours later, then even though you may have referred that person to Amazon for that specific product, you won't get credit for that sale, and as a result, you won't get the commission unless it's within that time frame. Well, this shopping cart is the big game changer there, because whenever a product is added to the Amazon shopping cart, it gets the 90-day cookie instead. Well, this shopping cart system with the on-site shopping cart on our own site, it automatically takes care of that with all of your traffic that you're sending over to Amazon. Whereas it's technically possible to still get this 90-day cookie without using the shopping cart system. But what has to happen is somebody has to click on an Amazon product link. They're then taken to Amazon to view the product page. Then, if they were to add that product to their Amazon shopping cart manually, that would actually lock in that 90-day cookie for you as well. But that really depends on kind of their intention to buy that product right away. So personally, I find this system to kind of work out better, but it is important to make sure on your own websites that people are aware of what's going on when they're actually going to be clicking on this checkout button. I would actually recommend to add a little bit of text down below here just to let people know that, hey, when they're buying something through this shopping cart, it's going to be through Amazon and not through this actual website. And that way, when people click on this checkout button, they're not blindsided by, oh, wait, what's this? I was just on this other website, and now I'm on Amazon trying to, buy these products. There's a little bit of a disconnect there if you're not careful about that. So you can actually go into the Azon settings, and there are these different settings right here, the cart widget footer message, you could set this to, explain what the system is being used for, or that they're going to be going to Amazon to complete their purchase, and simply enable the footer message right here, and that would cause this text to show up directly below the shopping cart right here. So just a little bit of a tip in terms of my recommendations on how to actually go about using this system, at least to be the most effective with it. Now, the next plugin that I would like to show you guys, I have two more to walk you through here this evening. And both of these plugins are kind of plugins that I would tell you are essentially optional to use on each of your sites. And the reason why I would say that they're optional is because they may not necessarily fit with every single site that you build, but there are going to be sites that you'll build where they fit really well with them. So I still wanted to make sure to include these plugins and to also show you how you can use them. The first one of these that I'm going to show you is Daily Deal Azon. I'm going to go ahead and get this activated here, and then I can visit the plugin setup process to get things started. Now, I have to provide my Amazon affiliate ID. Very important to remember here, Daily Deal Azon is only an Amazon.com plugin. This is actually using the Amazon Gold Box deals, which at least currently seems to only be available for Amazon.com. I'm hoping they might extend that out a little bit more in the future, so this could be made to work for other Amazon locales, but currently this is just for Amazon.com. So provide your Amazon.com affiliate ID right here, and then provide your API keys, just like we have done for the other plugins. Now, the next part here, we just need to answer a couple of quick little questions about how this plugin is going to display the advertisements that are created. First, we have JavaScript loading. I actually like to leave this turned off in a lot of cases. It just simply alters how the ads are loaded on your site, whether they're loaded in the HTML or whether they're loaded after the page loads through JavaScript. If you want to hide the deals from being indexed by search engines, turning this on would accomplish that, because they wouldn't be able to access that information anymore. Now, next here, ad placement. I have a lot of options here where I want to show the actual ads that are created by this plugin. I could show it at the top of every page. I could show it at the bottom of every page. I could show it as a sidebar widget, but I'm actually just going to be using the shortcode or manual installation of Daily Deal Azon, and this will allow me to just set up one particular page on my site where these ads will be displayed. Now, after I've completed this, step 3 of this process doesn't require me to do anything. All I have to do is just sit back and wait for a couple of minutes. What's going on right now is Daily Deal Azon is doing all the work that it needs to do to get set up to run its very first time. And a big part of this is actually accessing and downloading all of those gold box deals, because this information is not available through Amazon API. It's actually available through an XML feed file. So it works slightly differently, but this plugin accesses those that particular feed, and it pulls all the products, and then it needs to use the API system to retrieve information for all those different products. So the plugin can actually function, and so you can have these gold box deals automatically ready to go to be created. So this particular process, again, it can take a couple of minutes. You can see the little progress bar will go up automatically as it progresses, and this just simply ensures that the plugin is going to be able to do what it needs to do. Now, one big thing to kind of mention about this plugin is more so than the next plugin that I'm going to show you. You know, this is kind of the main one that I say might not necessarily fit for every particular website. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, I find it really important to promote highly relational products on your sites. So on a Down Comforter website, you know, I need something down bedding related in some way, form, or fashion to be able to put on this site, or else it's just not going to be a related ad. I'm sure I could find something you know, bedroom related or home and garden or kitchen related perhaps in terms of the actual gold box deals that are available, but my chances of finding an actual Down Comforter gold box deal are probably pretty slim to none. So again, it'll just kind of depend on what your niche is and whether gold box deals are commonly available in that niche or not. And even if they aren't, say, immediately, you may even want to check back once Black Friday rolls around, because Amazon really cranks up their gold box promotions for the holiday sales season. So there will be 5, 10, 20 times more products in the gold box deals during the holiday season as compared with other times of the year. So now that this is complete, this verifies that not only it got all the information that it needed, but it also checks to make sure that the plugin can simply do everything that it's going to need to be able to do to actually work. So once this is set up, everything is ready to go to be used. If I needed to edit settings and stuff, I have a number of different settings pages available for me. I have ad styles, just like I've had for other plugins of mine, so I could control the way these actually look. I'll go ahead and jump into the ad styles here really quickly just to show you a couple of differences. I have this default wide style where I have a countdown timer and a buy button with a percentage off. And then I have like a longer one, for example, which is a skinny but longer advertisement. And then there's even a short version of that long one, which actually just cuts off a lot of the additional information. So this wide and long and short styles can kind of seen repeated down this list right here: wide, long, short, wide, long, short. And there's a different design to go along with each of them. So unlike some of my other plugins, Daily Deal Azon only uses one ad style. You have to figure out which one it is that you want to be using on your site, and then simply click on the Publish button next to it, and that will be set as the style used for any of your daily Deal Azon ads that are on your live website. So now I'm going to go over here to the display options. I can set a number of different things here. If I wanted to change how the ads were displayed, remember I selected the short code at the beginning. That's all done through ad placement right here. The JavaScript loading option is available. There are other options available here as well in terms of what this plugin will actually show with each of the ads that it creates. The filter options page right here. This is kind of the primary one that you will want to pay attention to, because this allows you to filter out the ads that are going to be displayed by this particular plugin. There are a number of different ad types that are available in this plugin, and then you can try to filter those by providing filter keywords right here. So one thing that I could do, I could type in the word down, for example. I could try to use that as a filter to see if there was anything down related in the gold box deals. And again, I'm just searching here in the deal of the day and also in the products. I'm actually not using the features or other. These features and other, a lot of times these can be deals for a particular type of product, but it may not be one specific product. It could be a group of products. Other times it's products all under one particular brand. So, it could be something like Black & Decker drills, 25% off for a certain amount of time period. Well, then you also have deal filters down here in terms of the expiration dates that are on them. If you're looking for something very, very specific, make sure you go over the default of a one-day deal expiration timer. There are often deals that will last 30 days or more in the gold box system, but then there are other deals that may only last for a day. So to ensure that you actually are covering as many of those deals as possible with these filtering keywords here, you simply would want to set more days, something like 14 or even 30 days. And this will just help you to determine if these relational ads actually exist currently in this system. Another thing to remember is, this updates every 24 hours. The gold box deals will automatically refresh on your site, and it's all based on these filter options right here. So once you set this, you don't have to keep going back every day or every week and making sure the correct deal ads are showing. It's going to do all that automatically for you. So now that I have these filter options set up, what I'm going to do is go here and create a new page. Now, I'm just going to create a page, and I'll just call it deal page, just simply because I really don't expect to end up using this on my live website here. Now, this create deal box right here, you can select specific deal ads that you may have created manually through the plugin. If you see right here, you can create custom deal ads to put into this particular plugin. Otherwise, though, all you do is just leave this auto deal ads selected and insert the deal box shortcode. So wherever this displays in the content is where it shows up on your live website. So now I can go and view this on my live site and see if it was actually able to pick up anything for me or not. And honestly, I don't think it did. It doesn't look like it. but you can see the basic concept of how this plugin is intended to work. You get a live deal countdown timer. You can see the seconds are ticking off of this as we watch it right now. No, I do not depend on pay-per-click to get traffic. I get most of my traffic off of organic results from Google and even other search engines, Bing and MSN even still sends a little bit, but Google's usually the primary breadwinner there. And then I'll also get traffic from additional sources like Facebook or YouTube, for example. But it's typically all done free traffic. I don't like paying for traffic for Amazon affiliate advertisements. It doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of what pay-per-click costs these days. You know, a lot of times you can pay $1 or more for a single website visitor, but the products that you can refer sales on Amazon that'll pay you a commission to actually pay for those ads is kind of few and far between. You know, you'd have to have really good conversion rates and a pretty decent commission to be able to make that worthwhile. So no, my whole thing with traffic is just, you know, focus on the content of your website. Make sure you don't, you know, sidestep the content part of it and just have some software generate everything for you. Just try to put in something, you know, personal and unique about that website yourself. And that will, you're quite welcome. That will help in terms of getting in the organic traffic that your site's going to need. Now, the last plugin here that I would like to show you guys is Azon. Azon is a rather unique plugin. In some ways, it's not that much different from Product Style. You're creating product advertisements with Azon, and those ads can be styled up just like they were with Product Style. But the major difference between the two plugins is what those product ads actually are for. With Product Style, each advertisement is one single product. If you wanted to promote multiple products, it had to be done in a comparison chart. And then, even then, you would still have separate links for each individual product being promoted there. Well, with Azon, you can actually take multiple products, whatever you would like, and combine them all into one single advertisement. And the best part is it's only one affiliate link too. So you don't have to get people to click on multiple ads to buy multiple products. They can just click on one advertisement and buy multiple products all at once. And those products can be whatever you set up. So my recommendations for using Azon are to try to get a little creative. There are some, I guess depending on what exactly you're trying to target on your website, you could come up with different types of packages of products that would appeal to different kinds of situations. For example, let's say you have a site about hunting. Well, a beginner hunter would probably have need for different products and supplies than an intermediate hunter or an expert hunter. So, you know, instead of just trying to promote them all separately, create different packages for different skill levels, perhaps. At least one example of a way that you could use this. So just to show you how this actually works, I'm going to go in and create a new advertisement of my own. For this particular site, since I have my down comforters, and obviously there are going to be some relational accessories that would go along with these comforters, I could create an entire bundle that somebody would want to buy that included everything they needed. It could have 2 pillows, a sheet, a duvet, and a comforter all in one. So let's see. I'll type in Penzon down comforter to get started. So I'm going to click on the search button. This works a lot like product style here, and even looks the same down below it here, so it should be pretty familiar to you. But the big difference here is you don't have this additional window that's popping up where you're selecting information for these ads. All you're doing is searching for the products. Find the product that you want to add to your product bundle right here, and then all you have to do is click on the add button next to it. You could change the quantity if you wanted to, by the way, but I just want one of this particular product, so I'm going to click on the add button right here. When I do that, it automatically updates my ad preview up above here, so I can see exactly what my ad is going to look like as I proceed with building it. So then I could continue on, and for example, I could take some pillows here, and I could add 2 pillows to my product bundle and go up top here just to see what this is going to look like. And now I have my comforter, and I have these 2 pillows. See, 2 times pillows. And my package price is always updated for me, so I don't have to worry about that. It gets calculated automatically. Now, I could continue on here and search out a Penzon. Actually, I would want, if they have it, probably a Penzon Primaloft duvet. Yeah, I don't know if they have a Primaloft one specifically. So I will just try to find a Penzon duvet and perhaps a sheet set to go along with it. So I remember this one from the accessory ads. So this one I know is commonly purchased along with it. This is the duvet set. So I'll add one of those to my product. And the last thing that I would need are some sheets. So I'll search for some Penzon sheets now. So I could select whichever one of these I wanted to select and click on the add button and add that to my advertisement up here. So now you can see this entire package right here is $320 for a total of 5 different products that would actually get, well, it's 4 different products, but a quantity of 5 total that would, get delivered to whoever ended up buying this. Now, I'm not really finished right here. I have this ad header text and the ad description that I can set. All I have to do to set these is click on it, and it turns into an editable text box. So now I can simply set this to say whatever I want to. So I'll call this Penzon is a queen bedding set, I guess would be a good title for it. And then I simply click away from that particular text box, and it automatically puts it back into my live advertisement for me. The same thing goes with my description here. I could simply say, we've gathered a collection of Penzon products for queen beds and have them all available in a single package for you. You know, obviously get a little bit more creative. I don't want to sit here and try to write a detailed description for this at the moment. But you know, just to show you exactly how this works, it's really that simple. Just to set your title and your description. If you wanted to change your buy button text down here where it says check out with Amazon, I could do that too. I can say, you know, buy this bedding set on Amazon. So I can actually customize my buy button to each particular product advertisement that I have here. Now, the last thing that I can do, all these products that are over here, if I needed to make any changes to them, first of all, I can click on one of these products and I could alter the title of the product if I didn't like the automatic title that was set for me. If I needed to change the quantity, I could do that as well. I could set it to multiple quantities, or if I wanted to delete a product off of this ad completely, simply set it to 0 and then save the changes and it'll update everything for you. Well, the same thing with my product information in product style. When I was creating the ads, I can drag and drop and rearrange the actual products here. So if, you know, obviously I want my down comforter to be up at the top of the list, but, you know, maybe I wanted my sheets to be second on the list. I could drag those up there. Maybe I wanted the duvet set to be next on the list. So I could place that right there. Rearrange them in whatever order I prefer. Now, you may also notice that these products going down the side here, since I don't have a big description, you know, there's a big difference between this information and this information. Obviously, I have a lot of white space over here. If I didn't want to show as much information on the left, let's say I didn't really need a picture to go along with each individual product here. Maybe I just wanted to show one of them. Up here at the top, this Add Image Display, I can simply change this to 1. And when I change this to 1, it's going to update my ad for me and only show me 1 product image now instead of 4. So it simply changes up the way that it looks. Whatever product is on top is the product that will have the image displayed. So if this was my primary product and I wanted the image showing up for this product instead, drag it up to the top, drop it there, and it updates the picture for me. So I could set whatever primary picture I wanted to use for this particular bundle advertisement here. Or again, I could show a picture for each of the different products. Now obviously when you're only showing one picture, you get a much larger picture there instead of these smaller thumbnails that are shown with the mini images being displayed. Now once you're satisfied with your ad, let's say I'm happy with it now and you know I'm ready to go and put this ad on my live website now. The only thing I really need to do is to give my ad a name up here. So I'll call this Pins on Primaloft. And I'm completely done. I don't have to click on a save button anywhere. In fact, you won't even find one on this page at all. Anything that you do right here is automatically saved for you. So you can actually just go on to a page that you're working on. For example, I'm going to go back to this particular deal page here. I needed it to refresh so this Combos On button would be showing up. And instead of showing the deal ads there, I'm going to show Combos On ads. So now I simply select the Combos On ad that I want to display. I get my short code right there and update the page, and then I can refresh that page on the live site and have my combo ads show up automatically for me. So, you know, there's really a lot that can be done with these combo ads. You know, you could come up with all kinds of different combinations for pretty much any given niche out there. And, you know, just try to decide which is going to work best for each given situation. There's really not like a right or a wrong answer in terms of, you know, which plugin do I want to use to build the ads on this site, or, you know, for this particular page. It's just about the content that's on the page, and, you know, what makes sense, what your plans are for that page. Sometimes it may just be promote one single product. Other times it may be to promote, you know, a product bundle with some different accessories to go along with it. Combos is also really effective for circumstances where you would want to bundle products together, but they may not be accessories. For example, on this page, you know, I already had the comforter, and Azon is generating accessory ads for me for like the duvet and for the pillow. So, you know, creating this combo ad may not have a lot of purpose in terms of doing something that I wasn't able to already do. However, you know, if I wanted to be able to combine together some primary products into a bundle, things that were not accessories of each other, you know, Combos is an easy way that you can accomplish that. One last thing here. When I click on this advertisement, it will not add it to my on-site shopping cart. I'm probably going to change that in the future, so this will actually integrate with an on-site shopping cart from Azon, but currently it does not. This actually uses a direct shopping cart link, so it goes straight to Amazon to confirm that you want to add these products to your shopping cart there. This pretty much covers all of the plugins that I had to discuss with you guys tonight. Are there any questions out there that any of you have for me on anything I've shown you tonight? Any of these plugins, something specific that you might be looking to accomplish with it? You know, anything at all, please feel free to chime in and let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Yes, even though you're living in Singapore, when you set up your Amazon affiliate website, you can definitely target the U.S. market with it. You don't have to target your own country. Simply, you know, create an Amazon.com affiliate account and, you know, promote Amazon.com products, and just make sure that your website and the content of your site is geared towards the U.S. market in terms of, you know, the keyword phrases that they might be searching for. Okay, your country market is too small. Yes, I'm sure the same probably goes for a lot of other people as well. You know, the U.S. market is the most common for people to try to target. There is a lot of growing e-commerce in other parts of the world, you know, but obviously the U.S. is still currently #1. I believe they'll be replaced by China here in a few more years, possibly as #1. Shockingly enough, but that's really more. It's more about the population difference. There is why China will actually take over as the #1 e-commerce leader. But you know, yeah, just like you're saying, pick your target market. It doesn't have to be, you know, anything specific. It can be whatever you want it to be. Just decide who you want to target, and figure out how to target those people. Figure out the language that they use to refer to certain kinds of products. Just as a wild example, obviously, if you were promoting toilets, your terminology would be different if you were targeting USA customers as opposed to people that live in England. You'd have completely different words and terminology used for the products, and or even just to talk about them in general. Like we call it a bathroom, they'd call it a loo. So your content itself could be different based on what your target market is. So just make sure that your content matches up, and that should be the traffic that you attract off of Google, from those keyword phrases and everything. Now, even though I had to postpone this week's webinar 2 days from Monday to today on Wednesday, none of the other remaining webinars in this series will actually be postponed.